Our fuel is contaminated, our navigation gear needs an upgrade, and what we discover about our anchor chain could be a serious problem this sailing season. So, this week we're deep cleaning our starboard diesel tank and install brand new Raymarine instruments. But we also enjoy the sun on the water and talk a bit about the downside of marina life. Welcome back to another episode of Sailing Ocean Air. If you don't know us yet, we are Weekend Rocks, and in 2025 we sold everything, bought a sailboat and set off on our adventure. We explored parts of the Aeolian Islands and now we've arrived at a marina in Sicily to maintain and upgrade our boat. Over the next few weeks you'll see us sweating, swearing, laughing and probably crying every now and then. But that's all part of what it means to live aboard full time. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can hear me. At this moment we have another storm. We have 25 to 30 knots of wind today and the weather is quite bad.
Today I will be installing our new Raymarine chart plotter. It's an Axiom 9-inch Pro. This is the old one, came with the boat. It's a hybrid touch version, but this is much better. So I'm gonna take this one out, see if the cutout is the same as for the new one, but probably not. So I probably will have to do some modifications to the hull and then we can fit it. Yeah, so the hull needs to be a little bit bigger. Let's see if there's a template with it. Looking at the manual, but I'm not getting any wiser. No, I'm just kidding. I found the template for the cutout, and this is an old Raymarine cable, C-Talk NG. But the wires are the same, so I will need to buy a new plug and then I can just cut it, solder it, just like they've done here. New NEMA 2000 cable, then it will work probably. So I'm gonna make the cutout and just fit it already and then order a new cable.
After driving around with our sail for a few months, we finally did it. So we've arrived in Milazzo and we brought our front sail to a sailmaker, and he is such a cute dog. Hey sweetie! Oh, you're so cute! So big! Is this your spot? Isn't the weather nice here?
Feels like the Netherlands.
So, I wanted to talk to you guys about something personal. Probably the most people think that living on a boat is a full-time vacation, that it's only fun, nice, and in this case I live with a person that I love the most in this world. I'm super grateful for that. Yeah, we've been here since the 1st of October, so it's about October, November, December, January, February, so it's about 4 months now, starting with the 5th month, and there's also no one else here in this marina that lives on their boat full time, so it's just Vic and I. I've now come to a point where I'm feeling quite isolated, which means that I'm like easily irritated, or I'm a bit more sad, and I react those feelings off to Vic. It can be hard sometimes to just not be able to like have a conversation with someone else. I mean, we can call our families and friends, but it's still not the same. A phone call will never be the same as being able to go to someone. Maybe I will do a voiceover about my feelings right now, I don't know. It can be hard sometimes and it will get better, definitely. We are just gonna stay here for 2.5 more months. So till the end of April, and I can't wait for that moment actually. A lot of our loved ones will come and visit us. We will probably meet a lot of other people who live on their boats. I don't know what to say. You have to get through it. I mean, it will all be fine. I'm just having a hard time right now, so I think that's it. And just like I said, I will probably do a voiceover about this because I can't find the right words right now in English, not even in Dutch, so.
Okay, so last week we cleaned the port side diesel tank and now we are going to clean the starboard side diesel tank, and this is the worst one. Let me show you. When we bought the boat, this filter was already installed, which is not original. It looked like this, and then before we left I replaced it with a new one because there were a couple of spares, and we filled up the port side diesel tank. We knew the port side one had been cleaned, not very well, but it was cleaned. So we filled up a couple of 100 liters in that one, just as backup, and then we tried to get as much out of this tank as possible, which worked out fine because it's empty now, as good as empty. The engine still runs with the filter clogged like this. It's a miracle. It's completely full of junk, but it needs fixing. Now I removed this panel. I can see it's hard to see on camera probably, but they lifted the diesel tank and put it on the crossbeam over here so that the angle is more that way. So the sludge will probably be over there and the pickup tube is over here. And if you put it back like normal, then you would suck up even more of the sludge. So that's why they did it. So first I'm going to loosen up those bolts and get the tank back in the original position, so all the sludge will come this way and then we can properly polish it. I really don't want to take the inverter out because it's heavy. I'm not sure how much, 50 kilos or something, 100 pounds. So I'm trying to reach under and unscrew the bolt. On the other side there was a small little sieve here, strainer, and here it's gone, so I hope it's still in the tank. Or they took it off and threw it away because it will clog very easily. Yeah, I can see a lot of water with diesel bug, so let me take out the other ones so I can show you. Okay, so I took off the other two caps and now we can have a look inside. And let me tell you, it's quite bad. As you can see, that big blob on the bottom, that's all moisture with diesel bug. Water is heavier than diesel, so all the water is in the bottom of the tank, and in the water the diesel bug also reproduces. That's the problem. So we're gonna polish this tank as well, get all the diesel bug out, get all the moisture out, and then do shock treatment. Got some biocide, Liveaboard, it's a good brand, and this is an additive for diesel which kills the growth of bacteria, and you can also use it to prevent this in small dose, 1 milliliter per liter of diesel. So this is 500 liters, so we would need 500 milliliters, but for a shock treatment it's 5 milliliters per liter. So this tank is almost empty and the other one still has around 100 liters, so I will just put most of this in the port side tank, good bit in this tank to kill it, and then get it out, try to clean as much as possible, and then fill up with fresh diesel, a little bit of this, and it will be alright. Okay, let me grab my diesel pump and my magic funnel, and I will show you again how it goes. As you can see, it's just an oil pump to get the oil out of your engine. You can also pump diesel. And the magic funnel, so all the dirt and sludge and water will stay in this funnel, and only the pure diesel will go through. Can you see that? Ugh. It doesn't look like diesel. Because of all the water, it takes a lot longer for the diesel mixture to go through the filter. I'll just let it filter through and then occasionally put the pump back on. This may take a while, but eventually, well, it will get clean. Nasty. I get an old jerrycan and then I will just dump it in the old jerrycan. Then do it a couple of times until it's clean. And then it'll be fine.
Ew.
Yummy.
Yeah. Nice.
So that's round 1. Probably 10 to go. And now it looks quite clean. Of course there's still some residue left in the tank which I can't get to. So I will now put the biocide in, and when we leave the marina I will fill it up completely and then it will squash around. For now I have one of these filters left which came with the boat, so I will put one new filter in and then we can see what happens. And we also are going to install the Raycor filters which also separate the black gunk. So probably in a half a year or something I will replace the filters. After that it should be clean. So let's clean up this mess, put some biocide in the tank and close it back up.
Good morning, guys. Today it's Saturday and the sun is shining. So we are gonna take our dinghy out on the water because the dinghy has been in the water for all the time and it really needs some cleaning. Look at this. It looks like a shipwreck.
Let's go get some coffee and then croissant.
Croissant.
Croissant. Italiano croissant. So Rox is getting coffee and some croissants. Just dropped her off at the beach. And I'm going to clean the bottom. Dinghy is in the water all the time because we don't have dinghy davit yet. So there's a lot of growth on the bottom. So I'm gonna start cleaning that a bit with my little scraper and a brush.
By the way, this was all the cleaning we have done. It was way too cold to get in the water, so I guess next time better, right? Okay, well that went smooth.
Yeah, waves are still a bit high.
Yeah. Cheers!
Pistachio croissant. Everything sounds more beautiful in Italian, eh?
Yep.
Well, they actually, normally they inject it. Now they cut it and then they spread it, so it's everywhere instead of one big blob in the middle.
Oh, that's nice.
Better.
Well, cheers. Enjoy.
So I'm about to order the new Mantis Marine anchor, and I thought let's check the anchor chain because I knew it wasn't very good anymore. This part looks meh, okay. And then here's a chain link, and then this part comes. Beautiful. So, new chain it is. I'm going to replace our VHF because it's old and you cannot close this.
Why can't we close it?
Yeah, because the knobs are sticking out too far. No, just stupid design. This is also sticking out quite a bit. So I probably have to recess this top plate a little bit.
For this one,
Yeah,
right?
for this plug.
This one.
I will make it work.
Nice.
We have a handheld radio because you won't hear it inside, so we have a handheld one for outside.
Our ducky. Yeah, we just disconnected it. There you go.
For sale. It's still functioning. I will make sure that it is exactly the same measurements as the cutout, because the printer can kind of not be as accurate as you want. And then take my router, I think, or jigsaw, maybe jigsaw, and then with a file I will just get it nice and straight.
Well, oh wow, look at this side.
Still need some filing. Beautiful.
It fits!
Different color from the...
Oh yeah, because it was always open.
Yeah, this is bleached by the sun.
Yeah.
This is the original color.
Oh yeah, of course. That's why it fits.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now it won't fit, I
Yeah.
think. I need to make a recess, but I knew that.
Yeah, that's true.
Do we have something to mark the position with?
Like
Something like this.
chocolate?
I need something to make it.
What?
I don't know where to put the hole, so this is a fast way. Just take something that is sticky, something like Nutella, just put it on. Like this. Then you close the door.
And
Hold the knife.
what?
Then just push it. Voila.
And now
There it is.
we know.
There's your mark.
Nice one.
Nice trick, huh?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Now
I will
can just
remember it.
put a Sharpie. This is the center. So we will go, we need to go down from there. So we will go something like that.
Good old Nutella.
And now you can eat from the
Yeah, I'm happy you didn't do it with peanut butter. Because I love peanut butter. That would be a waste. Don't forget this one.
Ah. Okay,
Yeah.
let me recess this.
Oh my god, you have so many tools.
Yeah, you need them.
How's this tool called?
A router.
Router.
Yeah.
Like the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I'm happy we didn't clean the boat just yesterday. Right?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I think it will. It's just the cable.
Yeah. Nice work.
Let's mount this.
And see if it really works.
We didn't get the clip. Where's the old one?
Well, it's here, I guess. Yeah, it's here. This one.
I got scammed. Got scammed by Raymarine. They forgot to include this clip.
It's
H.
on the user's manual.
Part H. They missed it. It's not there. I want my money back again. Ta-da. Fixed.
Nice. High five. That's it for this week, guys. As always, thank you so much for staying here till the end of the episode. And a special thank you to our Patreons and to our YouTube members. See you next week. Bye.